Today I'll be writing a Java program that creates a simple calculator like this one below. I'll be using a scene builder for the window design. Then I'm gonna go ahead and get right into it. So I already have my IDE open. I'm gonna go straight to my scene builder and start. First thing I'm gonna get rid of this. Then I'm gonna go ahead and find the border pane. Then I'm gonna have a V box. Put it at the top. Inside that, I'm gonna have a menu bar. Inside my menu bar, I'm gonna go ahead and remove this item. I'm gonna edit the text for the first option to operation, and this one to exit. Then after that, I'm going to add some menu items to this menu. I need 4. First one should say add, then ctrl A, then subtract, then multiply, then multiply with divide. Then no operation exit. Then now we can go ahead and add our labels and fields. So for inside I'm gonna use a H box, a horizontal box. Add it to the vertical box. Then I'll go ahead and add my label, my first label, inside my H box. Then I'm gonna add a text field. Then another label. And a text field. Then I'm gonna go ahead and add some margin and padding to this. So I'm gonna start with a margin. So for the H box, we're gonna give it some margin. Go to layout, margin at the top, about 20 pixels. Then we can go to our labels. First label, give it some margin, right? Margin right and left. I'm gonna go ahead and say about 20. To the left, about the same. And we can just adjust the length of this text field right here. not move it, but let's set some padding, not padding, but margin to this first. So to the left, 20. Smaller. Then you can add some margin to this, to the right side, 20. Now we can change the text in the label to number 1. So the user know they should put the first number right there. Right here, gonna put number 2. We're gonna increase the size on these fonts so they're more visible. Set them to 36 by 24. Same thing for this. And the text view is the same, so it's the proportional. Then I had another label for the equal sign. Put it in my H box. I need another label to store the answer. I'm gonna drag that also and put it in my H box. My first label. Just be an equal sign. Increase the font. Not a plus sign, but an equal sign. Do some margin to the left and the right, so we can push over the answer label. 30 pixels. And this label needs some. You change the size of the font to that. We're gonna make this say 0. Then now we can go ahead and add our buttons. To do that, I'm gonna add another H box. Inside my V box. Right there, then I'm gonna add 4 buttons, one for add, subtract, multiply, and divide. One, 2, 3, 4. Then our H box, add some padding in the layout. So from the top, we want about 30 pixels. From the left, and back 100. 130. And then spacing in between, we're gonna make it like 20. Now we need to change the text of our buttons. Properties. First one is gonna be add. This one is gonna be subtract, multiply, divide. now we can go ahead and add some IDs. So we want an ID to track get the whatever the user enters right here in the first text field, and the second text field, and then we want ID so we can change this text to whatever answer is of the two numbers. So we can start our text field right here. Go to code, and I'm gonna call it num1 because it represents the value of num1. This represents the value of num2, and this represents the answer. So we're gonna put in all caps ANS, stands for answer. And I'm not gonna do any styling, and I think that's it. We can go ahead. The button doesn't need any, the button needs methods. So on action, we're gonna have a add method, a subtract method, multiply, and divide. So whenever the user clicks any one of these, two numbers will be added, subtracted, multiplied, or divided. Now we can go ahead and save. Changes have been saved. Everything looks okay. It's gonna be a little bit shorter. These labels can have some margins at the top. About 10 or 5. Save it again. That looks better. Alright, now we can go back to our, we saved it, so that should be in our IDE, and there we have it. Everything is populated for us. Now we can move over to our hello controller. So I already have some imports. I'm just gonna go ahead and create my class, public class, and the name of the file, hello controller. Inside this now, I want to have private whatnot at fxml. Then I'm gonna get the ID from the first number, which is a text field, num1. Then copy this 2 times. 1, 2. We need num2, and then we need not a text field but a label, and we call that ANS. Okay, now ahead now and create our add method. So I'm gonna say protected void add. Our parameters are going to be action, event, so we can track when the user clicks the button. Now when the user clicks the button, first thing I want to do is create 2 integers. Num1, I'm going to assign this the value that the user entered into that field. So to do that, we say num1.get text. No, that is an integer, so we cannot assign this is a string, so we cannot assign a string to an integer, so we have to parse it. To do that, we say integer that parse int, and now we can copy this and paste it in here in the statement. Move this Okay, we use a different name, so we're gonna say digit. So digit 1, and you can go ahead and copy this. Say digit 2, change this to 2, and now we're gonna create another int, call it ANS. This is gonna be equal to digit 1 plus digit 2. Then now we can set the label, the answer label, with the set text method, and I think that parse. I forgot. I think it was string. That value of ANS. Well, not ANS, because we already have it up there, so we're going to change this to answer. Right. Then now, just copy this method, because we're basically doing the same thing, just different operations for all other methods, for the subtract and the multiply and divide. We'll start with this one. It should be divide. Change the name first to divide, then change the operation. Then we can move up to this one, which should be multiply. And then change this to the stars, so multiplying. Do the same thing for, well, not the same thing, but add the subtract operation, and then change the name to subtract. Now I think I forgot to add these methods to the buttons, so I'm gonna go back to my scene builder. Where is it? Right here. Go ahead and check in code if I did it or not. Okay, so I did do it. Okay, that's great. Now we can go over to our app. Then we can have public, create our class, calculate the app, which extends application. Then we're gonna have our start method, but before that we have to have override. Public void start stage, which throws an IO exception. So we declare our IO exception. Inside of this now, get our fxml loader with an instance of it. Fxml. Inside of this, we want to have our path. So this calculator app dot class dot get resource, the name of our file. Hello view dot fxml. So this. Interesting. Then now for our scene, create our scene. And call a load method. And this. I have 320 by 240. Close that. Come right here. And parentheses. What's wrong with this? 2s. And now set our stage title. Equal sign. Stage. Set title. I'm just call it calculator. And see, then set the scene. Stage dot set scene and displayed stage. That show. Then now should be it. Should be able to run it. So apparently we have an arrow. It's arrow saying control them. So now start method. Go over this. Go over this and see if I can find the issue. See the arrow. Why does this have my okay, I'm gonna go back to this. I'm gonna try to add my controller. So that's what I was missing. I didn't add my controller. Here you have it. Let's test it out, see if it works. So I'm gonna use 5, first number, 4. First thing you want to do is multiply it. I got 20. Subtract it, I get 1. Add 1, 9. Divide it, I get 1 because I have it as an integer, so it's not going to show the decimal or the floating point number.